Welcome back, everybody, to All the Mods 9. This is episode 2. First off, let me start. I do apologize for the length of episode 1. I know it was extremely long, but I did record like 10 hours of footage and I somehow got it down to 3, and it was just so long to edit. So now I know to record in clips, you don't have to record everything. So I'm going to do that from here on out. So today I've got quite a lot planned. I am looking to set up a full base location, get my Applied Energistics 2, start with Mystical Agriculture and Super Factory Manager. So I want to automate the infusion pedestal with SFM and get automatic seeds. So let's get into it.
You know that I was never your friend, never your friend. We were too lovers, not meant to pretend. I was never your friend, never your friend. Now that it's over, you won't see.
Alright, so we've just done a bunch of mining. Got some silver here, so we can finally make up the silver jetpack. Lovely, 1.2 mil. And then what have we got next? We can go Electrum, Invar, Steel. We could go Steel. I've got 24 steel. I don't know if that's going to be enough. It might. Let's see if... What cell does that take? It takes advanced. Okay, I need gold. I don't have gold for now, so I guess I'm just going to charge this up. And I'm going to go and look for a base location. I will let you guys know when I've found that. So I've come across this area and I'm kind of liking it. Oh, actually, this looks a bit better. So what I'm planning to do is kind of cut a indent out of here and have sort of brick arches, and then outside is where I can have farms and all that kind of stuff. But I need a very flat mountain. But I think this mountain will be okay. So I am going to head into a creative world and I'm going to start designing some of this base, and I will come back to you guys once that's done.
I was never your friend. Oh, 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 oh. Never your friend. Oh, 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 oh. Was the missing piece I didn't know was lost. You wanna be there for me, but baby, at what cost? 'Cause we were always chin to chin, so close I could hear you think. Skin to skin, up against the kitchen sink. Our friendship ended where our bodies begin. You know that I was never your friend, never your friend. We were two lovers, not meant to pretend. I was never your friend, never your friend. Now that it's over, you won't see me again. I was never your friend. We had the fire, but not the smoke.
Alright, so I've got the schematic loaded in. I just need to clear this whole area out. I think I am going to go back home and make a building gadget. And I think that'll probably be the best approach, because then I can just destroy all of this out. So I'm going to go do that and I'll be back. I've pretty much finished up here. I had to keep on running back constantly to charge up the destruction gadget, but we've pretty much cleared everything out. This bottom layer is the floor. Oh no. Oh, I've messed up. Did I copy this wrong? Oh no, I think this is meant to go up by another 2. Because that's the floor there. Unless, oh no, I just need to clear out more of the floor here. Okay, I've got much more work to do. I'm just finishing up clearing all of this stone out. Go get rid of some of the final bits and alright, so we've pretty much finished clearing all of this out now. So I'm going to head out and start collecting the materials. I'm going to need a ridiculous amount of clay, and this is red granite, so I'm just going to have to go mining for that, but that shouldn't be too much bother. The clay is going to be a bit of an issue. I've had a look through the quest book. I can't find anything at all to make making bricks easier. So I will spend a few hours mining up some clay. There was a river over here, and I can see quite a bit of clay lying around. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to clear this whole river out of the clay, and I'll be back once I've got the materials.
Wanna be there for me, but baby, I walk hard. 'Cause we were always chin to chin, so close I could.
Okay, so we have some good news and bad news. Good news is I've got all the bricks I need. Bad news is I don't really know where to get a crazy amount of granite. I don't really know why I use that, to be honest. But I mean, I've been doing this for the last about 6.5 hours, just getting clay. So I'm pretty much brain dead at this point. But I don't really. Okay, I'm gonna need to go looking for granite. I will cut back once I've got some. Okay, so I've been going around the caves for about an hour now, and I haven't found any granite at all. However, I did just find out you can craft it with diorite and nether quartz, and you can craft diorite with nether quartz and cobblestone. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna need to go on a excursion to the nether, and I'm gonna have to get a bunch of quartz. I've got loads of cobblestone already anyway from mining. I think I've got a couple thousand. So I will come back to you once I've got everything I need.
Wanna be there for me, but baby, I walk hard. 'Cause we were always chin to chin, so close I could.
And we should be pretty set now, I think. If I need more of these, I'm really gonna cry, because I've been at this for hours and you guys are only gonna see about 5 minutes of this. Gonna upgrade my backpack a little bit. Alright, let's get this started.
Never your friend. Never your friend. Was the missing piece I didn't know was lost.
It's not great.
Wanna be there for me, but baby, I walk.
Okay, so it's been a few hours. I've got everything moved in. This is the controller. It's powered by some turbines up the top. This is the outside for now. On the inside, we've just got some standard stuff. Smelting. Got the little iron farm and the, what's this? Hemp. So what I want to do now is I would like to start mystical agriculture. So I'm going to need a lot of wool, which I can get from that. But first, I'm going to need some more storage. So I'm in the middle of making storage parts. I'm going to go to a 16k because I'm pretty much out. I mean, I've got 4Ks, but I'm at 15.9. So it's about to run out. So I'm going to go ahead and craft all of these, and I'll be back in a sec.
Never your friend. We were too
Alright, I've just made the 16K disc. Now we have a hell of a lot more space. Let's claim some rewards. I got a sword, nice. Pedestal, iron furnace, prop support, beehive. I think that also gave me a couple more, yeah. So I think I'm gonna set the pedestal up here, or maybe here actually, because this is a bit more symmetrical. Let's get to crafting that. Actually, I think I need gold, right? Yeah. I don't think I have a lot. Oh, I've got 71. That should be enough.
Was the missing piece I didn't know was lost.
Yeah, this one.
Wanna be there for me, but baby,
Now, I want to get this automated using Super Factory Manager. I haven't used it in a long time, so I can't actually remember. So I'm gonna have to go figure out how to do the script and the layout. Yeah, this is gonna be a learning curve. Literally spent the last 15 minutes looking for squids, and I can't find any at all. I need the squids to make the inventory cables because it needs black dye, and I haven't found any like Botania flowers yet. Look what we came across. Another Applied Energistics thing. So we will take all of these and we can finally get our other inscriber press that we lost that time. There we go, that's all four. Okay, so I've pretty much got this working. So I've labeled all of these pedestal. You've got the altar in the middle, and then you've got result and source. So eventually result will go to the pattern provider instead of here, once I have that. And then if you can see the code, so every 20 ticks, it sends a seed base over to the altar, and then it outputs it, and then it ends. Every 20 ticks, it puts them to the pedestals, and then obviously when it's done, it comes back and then into the result. However, it's telling me that it's used in the code, but not assigned in the world. But it definitely is. Which, you know, I've got 8 pedestals. I can see them. So I don't know why it's not coming up. The labels are active, but I don't really know why it's not coming up because they're all connected by inventory cables. So I'm not too... Yeah, it's definitely got one. I'm going to have a look into why this is not working. Okay, I've got it working. That took a hell of a lot of time. There was a lot of playing around, but I've managed to get all of the labels active. And now if I place this in there, yeah, there we go. So you should see it come in here. So these are now working. So to test it, let's build a seed. Let's have a look at, let's just say iron seed. Or are there any seeds that need yeah, there we go. That needs inferium. So I can have 4 logs and inferium. And then I need some logs. So that should push and create it now. And then it should output the result directly to the barrel. Okay, so it should be outputting to a pattern provider, which is why it's just come straight back here, because it's going straight back to the source. So the source is trying to put it back into a pedestal, but it works. So we've automated this now, thank God. Now we just need to work on Applied Energistics 2, which I have got some of these growing over here, but I don't have many. So I'm going to spend some time waiting around, farming these up. I could even get a acceleration plane and start doing it that way. But I would rather just start from the beginning, get the controller, all that kind of stuff. For all of the presses, I'm just going to make some more silicon press. I've got some silicon smelting up over here. I'm not too sure how much I'm going to need, but I'm going to use the refined storage discs. I'm not going to bother with Applied Energistics discs because they're just too, like, I can't be bothered to deal with types. I think I'd much rather use these. Never use this, but Jesus, this is just it's a lifesaver. Not having to fill up all the drives so early on. And then I can chuck a bunch of 64Ks and then just not have to worry about storage pretty much forever. I've got 2 energy cubes here. I've got this energy cube of 1.6 mil that powers the crafting. And then I've got another one here, which I got an advanced, which is building up here. So that way these can continuously run until I get a better power generation going on. I'm going to get this hooked up to a pattern provider almost immediately. The second I can, I'll get that. What the hell is going on there? I need to turn off tooltips. Yeah, there you go, that's better. Yeah, I need to hook that up immediately. I'm basically just doing a bunch of running around the base back and forwards, and it's all pretty boring stuff. But you know, we do what we've got to do.
'Cause I'm too young to face the end, but I'm old enough to start again, and I still got time. The world is trying to pin me down, but I'm running at the speed of light, and I still got time. Yeah, still got time. Give me something worth fighting for. 'Cause my heartbeat has been silent for too long. Tell me one thing, tell me one.
Okay, so I've ran into an issue, and these disk drives and disks aren't compatible with Applied Energistics 2. So it just, when you put them in, it just comes up with disk drive, so it doesn't actually show you the items inside, which is really annoying, but there isn't much I can do about that for now. So I'm just going to have to tough it out, and I'll have to make a bunch of drives for Applied Energistics 2. We pretty much finished the transfer of everything from refined storage to AE2. All I've got is the bricks, the clay, and the small granite bricks. Everything else is in the terminal now. I don't know why this terminal isn't showing. Why is this? Oh, okay, yeah, this is for patterns only. So I've got my pattern encoding, pattern only, just so I can craft stuff easy, and then my normal storage in here. So what I'm going to set up now is I need to automate these guys. So I'm going to set up 2 annihilation planes in a closed network going to some drawers, and then that should make it pretty easy. I'll show you how to do it anyway. I'll just speed it up so you guys can see. So currently I'm flying around having a look for more meteorites so that I can get some Certus quartz crystals. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the seed now, so that while I'm trying to automate the crystals, I can be gaining some in the background, because in order to automate the crystals you need quite a few crystals anyway. because I need to make where are they? Accelerator. I need to make the growth accelerator, and that takes Fluix blocks. So that takes 4 Fluix for each one. Each Fluix takes 1 charged. So yeah, and I don't have any at the minute. So I'm gonna go looking for them. I'm gonna mine a couple, and then I'll come back. I'm gonna make the seed. I've gone ahead and I've mined a few. I've got 6 blocks. So let's. This should craft. Oh no, I need that. I need that. There we go. And then it'll pop it back in, and it'll probably chuck it straight back into this one, I'm guessing. Yeah. Amazing. So now we can go put that in a botany pot. I can just take one of these for now, because I don't need them. And I will use a drawer. I think I got another drawer in here. Yeah, that will do. So for now, I'll just put that here. Like that. And then I need some dirt. And then that should start producing me some while I'm going ahead and doing these guys. Alright, so I've finished this automation. Let me just move these out of the way. So this is what it looks like. I could probably even remove this, to be honest, but I mean, I guess it saves me a little bit of power, so no, forget it, we'll remove it. There we go. Makes it look a little bit cleaner. So the way that it works is this annihilation plane will destroy this the second it spawns. The reason it can do that is because AE2, the cables don't have buffers as inventories. So if you look, it's going to travel up through this cable, and the only place it can go is into this storage bus here, because I've got a quartz fiber, so it doesn't allow it access to the main net. It only allows access to this storage bus. I've locked this drawer to dust only, so that way all it can do is break dust and put it in there, whereas the opposite's happening for this one. This one can't be broken as a dust because this comes through this cable down and into here, because this one is cut off and this is cut off, so it can only access this storage bus. So it forces it to do crystals, whereas this one forces it to do dust. So this has got, it can allow 2K. I'll probably put some upgrades on there now, but we should be pretty fine now for crystals, as we now have quite a few. Do you know what? I'll probably chuck these ones in there as well, because I'll turn them into Fluix. Now all we need to do is automate the rest of AE2. That's the first thing I like to get done, because obviously we're going to be using this to automate everything else. So first I think I'm going to automate the drives, or patterns even. I think patterns will probably be best to automate first. And there, but we need some first to actually automate it. Have I got any glowstone? Yeah. Break this. We'll make some patterns. Go into the pattern provider, and then we'll make the pattern for the pattern. And we'll need a pattern for the glass as well. And both of these are crafting ones, so this is collecting some essence, but yeah, so that'll push into this molecular assembler. And all I need is, I'm gonna need to bring this furnace over here at some point so we can automate that. So now I should be able to request some patterns. Yeah, I need glass also. Got some smarted up here. So now we can just request. Let me get the rest of the glowstone. Lay some of this down. My game crashed earlier on. and I lost all of the progress I'd made with my villagers, so they're all back to standard trades, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So we'll request 20 patterns now. Should be in there. Yeah, I need to put some upgrades on this. That'll probably be the first thing we do. This needs to show craftables on top. How do I do that again? I should probably do this one for only craftable, and then I could probably even turn this one to just fluids instead. Yeah, this one could be a fluid terminal. The only thing is then it doesn't show me the quantity, but oh well. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start automating this for everything that we can do for now anyway. Actually, do you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna end this second episode here. We've made a hell of a lot of progress. I'll just run you through what we've done again. We moved into this base, which we designed on creative. We automated the infusion altar with Super Factory Manager. If anybody wants to know the script is right here. We'll hook this up next episode. We've got a couple rooms that we can use. We've got our iron over here, our string here, our furnace array. And then we've now automated the, Certus quartz crystals and dust. So I'm pretty happy with the progress. I think we've come a hell of a long way. And I will see you guys in episode 3.